Come with me to see BTS's first UK concert in 7 years. Outside, it felt more like a community coming together than a concert. The fans were trading photo cards, handing out sweets, doing dances. It was all so wholesome. And inside, the crowd's energy was palpable. The 7-year wait was now over for these fans, and I have never heard a scream so loud than when they came out to this song. Everywhere on stage, something exciting was happening. I genuinely didn't know where to look, and the boys were loving every minute of it on that stage together. The crowd were wonderful too. I loved all the signs the fans had made together, and I made so many friends just dancing to BTS, especially when this came on. And when my favourite song dropped, I lost it. Before the final songs though, the boys sat down to tell us how special the show was to them. It was such a precious moment, and this song was the perfect goodbye. They didn't end on a bang, they ended on a ballad, telling the BTS army how much they miss them and will follow them into the sun, before leaving us with one final message.
Let's talk about the pros and cons of being very close and very far at a concert. Recently, when I went to BTS in Vegas, I was able to do day 1 on the floor and day 2 pretty far up, and I had a great experience both times. But there's definitely some pros and cons to both, so let's talk about them. Day 1, I was incredibly lucky and I was able to get 4th row right in the middle. Now, if what you care about is just seeing the members up close, this is the place to be. Plus, soundcheck is always so much fun. There are sometimes opportunities to interact with the members, which is so cool, but it can also be a bit stressful. It also requires dedicating an entire day to the concert rather than just an evening. This means showing up, waiting in the hot sun, you're in lines for hours, and you're definitely limited to the stadium food. You also get a pretty limited view of everything going on in the arena. Now, I loved the way that they did the screens for this tour. They made it so that even if a member wasn't standing right in front of you and you couldn't see them out on the stage, you could look up at the screens and there were multiple of them. Now, let me say that being this close is so overstimulating. There's lights and fire and smoke and confetti all right in your face, which can be pretty overwhelming. It can also just feel like a lot of pressure rather than just going for one fun night. So those are some of my thoughts about being really close, but let's also talk about backing up and being up in the stands. So the second night I was up in the 300s, and I realized that I've actually never been higher than the 200s before at a concert. So this was actually a really different experience for me, but I loved it. You don't have to show up nearly as early in the day. You actually get to take in the full sea of army bombs up here. Especially with this tour, there were so many different elements that you just couldn't see when you were up close. Now, I wasn't aware and a little bit freaked out when I did feel the ground shaking because people were jumping up there. Also, some of the screen graphics are a little bit crazy. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but there were a few times where I was like, okay, that can calm down. I feel like it's a lot easier to get out of your head and just have a really fun time with your friends up here. There's also a lower chance of people putting their hands, their army bombs or whatever up in your videos just because of how steep all of the rows are. And the screens are just so cool. I really loved how they prioritized a good viewing experience for everyone. No matter where you are in the stadium, you're seeing a screen. In conclusion, there are no bad seats at a BTS concert, and the experience is really what you make of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
I saw BTS day 2, Tottenham, London, and I have some thoughts. Thought number 1, it was honestly the best concert I have ever been to in my entire life. That is not a joke. Like, I'm not trying to be biased, okay? But I went with people who have never listened to BTS before, didn't know anything, converted, okay? They said it was the best concert they've ever been to. Because if you were there, you will know when Hooligan starts playing and they come out on that stage, it's an earthquake. Honestly, it took me like a few days to film this video because I was a bit depressed after. I think the concert was such a high that I'm just like, well, what now? It's over. It's over. I experienced a lot of emotions during that concert. Okay, I screamed, I laughed, I definitely cried. Okay, I cried. Not like heaving crying, but like the one tear. That's when you know, finished. Oh my God, it was like the best thing I have ever experienced, and I don't care. Listen, I have seen Lady Gaga, I've seen Madonna. The list goes on, okay? But this concert, it was a different level. And I think it's because there was years and years of build-up around this, and like only being able to see them on TV, but seeing them in the flesh. I was sat where they were coming in and out. Like when I saw Jimin in the flesh, I don't know what happened to me. Like I've blacked. Like I don't even have a memory. Like it's like I blacked out. I don't even know. Honestly, like it was the best night. If you were there, you will know. Okay, and oh my god, I'm going through stuff right now in my life. So like, I was extra emotional, but like now I'm just like, what? I'm seeing them in other cities. Like, hello, what about us? They did say that they're coming back to London, so let's hold on, guys. Okay, let's hold on. When their tour's finished, they're gonna make a new album. You know they're not stopping, okay? They're not stopping. There's going to be another tour, okay? So we're going to be fine. Everyone's going to be fine. But anyway, I just came on here to say that it was the best night of my life. And if you was there, you will know. You will know, okay? It's only something you can explain if you experienced it, okay? And thank God I experienced it, because nothing will ever be the same again, okay? So, yeah, okay, that's it.
At my first K-pop concert, we'll see how it is with the girls.
Best dad award.
Oh, thank you so much. You ladies having a good time? All right, ladies having a good time? Let's K-pop it up. We're going to see some BTS. It's going to be a good time. Everybody here, ready? Who's ready for BTS? Ready for BTS? Ready? Let's do it. Let's do it.
하나를 완성되는 게 거의 한 1년 정도.
She's crying.
BTS saved my mother's life, and with her permission, I'm going to explain what I mean by this. March 28th of this year, my mother suffered a stroke in her pons in the brainstem. I originally was going to be in a different city when this happened. I happened to come home. I noticed that she visibly looked different and sounded different, and I kind of instantly figured she was suffering from a stroke. We rush her to the ER, she gets admitted, IVs in every arm, and we go from there. MRIs, CT scans, etc. Everything is done. After all the tests have been run, it has been confirmed that yes, she suffered a stroke in her pons, again in her brainstem, and she also had another one, but they couldn't tell when it actually happened. It could have been months ago, weeks ago, years ago, but she's had now too. Extremely scary situation. The entire family, it's been a lot these last few weeks. I am extremely grateful that I had prior training as a flight attendant to notice the signs and to help calm myself and my mother and my father and my sister down. And in return, I had a moment where I broke down. My sister then was able to calm me down. I say all this to say that she is home and she is getting better. When she went through physical therapy and speech and occupational therapy, they found out she was a BTS stan because I had given her a Tata plushie, and every single one of her nurses was ARMY. She was the only patient that they played their music for and played their music videos. As she was relearning how to walk, she got to watch BTS and listen to their music. My mom's an OG stan, okay? Like 2015 stan, okay? So I highly doubt y'all are gonna see this, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for creating the music that you have created and being the people that you are, because even seeing your faces on the screen, it lit up her face while she was going through therapy, and it reminded her of, you gotta keep going, basically like the song Swim. You gotta keep swimming. And she loves that song, by the way. She loves Hooligan and she loves 2.0. So